is a chance to wipe out the hyena leadership in one decisive blow. Get in there and hunt them down. Every last one of them.
You are watching Random Plays. This is Radio Gamer, back on track, loud and clear. I know it's been a while, fellow agents. Apologies for the late updates. The last video we've had is the Medic Overcharge build, wherein you won't run out of armor kits. So if you haven't checked that yet, I suggest you watch it later on after this video. Well, now for the comeback, I'll make sure to bring you an enticing build, and for sure you'll find this cool and awesome. Moving forward, we've just dropped off to TU12 and we got it fresh, the new RIGGER Gearset, as we shift to Season 4 here in the Division 2. Together with it is a cool backpack talent that would refresh your skills when cancelled. Well, for now we won't be making a skill build but rather a hybrid tank build with a fair supply of armor, damage, and armor regen. Starting off from its 3% armor regeneration, maximum 90% weapon damage stacks, and last and foremost, the Full-scale Energy Shield. Well, technically, it's not an energy shield, but as you've seen on the first part, it amazingly looks like one. Wondering how the build would look like? Well, just to get the hang of it, let's get started.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Starting off with our specialization, this time we'll be going with a technician, but again, don't get me wrong, we won't be making any skill builds for today. We'll be focusing more with this hybrid tank build. Now we went for the technician because, as you may know, this rigger gear set is more focused and oriented with the skill tier. Thus, we want to further improve that one, and you'll know it later on. Now, just for this technician, the one that would be useful would be this dismantling at tier 4. It is at level 4 a passive talent wherein you'll be having 12% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. Next thing that will come handy is this one. It is called Faraday Field, wherein party members within 5 meters of your deployed and undisrupted skills are immune to shock and disruption. And now last but not the least, the one that I'm referring to earlier, we want to achieve this +1 skill tier. It is called Amped, and this is a passive talent. Coursing through our weapons, it doesn't matter what primary or secondary weapon that you'll be choosing, because we'll be sticking with our sidearm. This is a pistol, and it is an exotic item. This is called the Liberty Pistol, and right now I do have here 327,000 damage, 173 RPM, and 8 magazine. For the core attributes, I do have 14.1% pistol damage, a max roll of 10% damage to target out of cover, and right here is our talent. It is called Liberty or Death. Hits grant 2% weapon damage, and it stacks up to 30 times. So if we'll do the math, that is about 60% weapon damage. Now headshots consume all stacks, repairing your shield for 3% per stack. So once again, if we'll do the math, 3% in 30 stacks, that is 90% repair of your shield. We are now done with our weapons, so let's now go with the main highlight of our build, which would be our gears. So right over here, I do have here the Bellstone Armory, and this will be giving me 1% armor regeneration. But then again, since we'll be using the Liberty Pistol, you can go and equip this Douglas and Harding, which will be giving you 20% pistol damage. Next thing that we'll have here is this Rigger Gearset, wherein we'll be having 2 pieces for 15% skill haste, 3 pieces for 15% skill duration, and for the full equipment, 4 pieces, we'll be having this talent called 10 and Befriend. Interacting with your deployed skills grants the skill 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. This buff cannot be refreshed. Interactions include using or deploying the skill, changing the skill's target, and healing the skill. So the next thing that we need to tackle is with the main core attributes. As you can see over here, we do have 4 pieces coming from the skill tier, and this is given by default by the Rigger Gearset. And this right over here on the left part, as you can see, we do have 5 points for the skill tier. That is because of the technician specialization for the +1 skill tier. Now for the other 2 pieces, we do have blue core attributes that will be giving the sum of 1.1 million armor. So we are now done with the main attributes. Let's now proceed with the mini attributes, or the attributes per gear. Let's go with the mod slots first. I do have here the mask, chest, and the backpack. For the mask, I do have 10% headshot damage. For the chest, I do have 9.8 headshot damage as well. And for the backpack, I do have here 10% headshot damage as well. So if you'll take a look at our stats right over here with the headshot damage, I have 91.8%. And if you'll see right over here for all of the gear pieces, I have blue attributes. That is for armor regeneration, for us to be more tankier than usual. If we'll go with the mask, you'll see here 4,886 armor regeneration. For the backpack, I have here 4,925 armor regen. That is for maxed out. Max roll as well. For the gloves, 4,925. For the chest, I have 4,338 armor regen and 5.1 crit hit chance. For the holster, I have a max roll as well. I have rolled it for 4,925 armor regeneration. For the knee pads, I have 9.5 explosive resistance and 6,000 health. We are now done with the attributes from our gears. Let's now proceed with the talents coming from our chest, backpack, and also with the exotic knee pads. Let's go first with the chest. From the Bellstone Armory, I have here the Unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. Cooldown is for 60 seconds. So I have chosen this Bellstone Armory for the benefit of armor regen, but if you'll go for Perfect Unbreakable, that will be 100%, and cooldown is for 55 seconds. Now for the backpack, I do have here the talent called Complete Uptime. Canceling your skills will reset their cooldown. So you've just got to take note that for this to take effect, you have to make sure that all of your Rigger gear pieces are in yellow core attributes. Alright? Going with the knee pads, we do have here an exotic gear piece. It is the Sawyer's knee pads. I have here max out 170,000 armor, 9.5 explosive resistance, and 16,000 health. We do have here the talent called Stand on Your Ground. You cannot be staggered by explosions. It increases total weapon damage by 3% each second you are not moving. It stacks up to 10 times until you start moving. All stacks are lost when you move. So again, if you'll do the math, 3% for 10 stacks is 30% weapon damage. Right before we go to our skills, let's take a peek first, or let's take a peek again to our stats. Earlier you've seen the headshot damage, but the other essential thing would be our armor. So right over here, I have 1.1 million armor, specifically 1,069,408, and I have 34,693 for the armor regeneration, almost 35,000, and that is good as 3% from our total armor. Next thing to discuss would be our skills. So for the first one, I have chosen this drone. It is called Defender Drone, wherein the Defender attempts to deflect incoming bullets from a microwave emitter mounted beneath the drone. So the way I see it, it is just like a force field, and from there, that gave me the idea to call it the Energy Shield. Well, let's all be honest, I don't think a number of people has been using this skill because it doesn't totally block the bullets, but it just gives damage reduction. And also, it's quite annoying to have this in a cooldown for 16 seconds and you have to wait for it before you can use it again. But for the Rigger Gearset, this is totally handy and useful because you just need to cancel it after to use it once again. For the second skill, I have chosen this one, and it is called Bulwark Ballistic Shield, and this is the toughest one among all these because this gives full body coverage, but take note, its bulk means that only sidearms can be used while it is equipped. So sidearms meaning your pistols. So shield skill tier increases both with blue and yellow core attributes. Cooldown is for 16 seconds as well. Health is for 13,272,000. Active regeneration is for 179,000 HP per second. Holstered regeneration is 198,000 HP per second. PvP damage taken modifier is for level 5. So we are now in skill tier 6. And from there, I have 120,000 active regeneration, 400% shield health, and 40% holstered regeneration. And last thing, as usual, I'll be showing you the preview of our stats. That's it for the video. If you like it, please give a thumbs up. And please do subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate it for more upcoming Division 2 videos. Once again, you are watching Random Plays. This is Radio Gamer. Over and out.